Breaking cycles, lessons from the Psalms. I saw what I believe is a courtyard. People were in different postures on the ground, some on their knees and a few lying flat. They looked like they had crooked legs and bent backs. Their bodies looked quite wrinkled. I understood that they were those who hadn't been properly restored, and they hadn't applied themselves to it either. It seemed that whatever posture they had tried to take in begging for mercy from their fallen state was where they stayed. So it was as though they were solidifying into those positions. They faced a great throne that was some distance away. It looked like darkness covered that area. What was a source of hope for some was that they were facing that area. But they weren't actively drawing close either. It seemed they stayed there looking for a miracle, and thus their slow solidification. I saw a man in white come and use his sandaled feet to kick them away from there. What I saw was that as his leg hit them, they fell into a deep hole in the ground, but that hole was to lead them back to the courtyard standing. I am not sure it was obvious to them at the time. Pastor explained this already in his teaching when he talked about handling discipline. I remembered the concept of being given to a cycle. I heard, "Have you come to me about your cycles? Some of you have not treated this seriously enough, even after you have heard from your pastor. Some of you are in mini cycles, and they were supposed to be for training, but maybe you want me to open you up to the real deal. Seek me about your cycles, lest they get worse and prolonged." I saw someone stay in the hole. He just began to scratch the hole and eat the sand. They looked mad as their hair looked tattered. They were supposed to keep progressing through that season, and it would lead them back to the courtyard standing. The attitude I repeatedly saw in Psalm 119 was how David continually said he was not forgetting the law amid various dark seasons or oppositions. An example that came to mind was, "Before I was afflicted I went astray, but now I keep your word. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes." Psalms 119 verse 67 and 68. I heard, "You should read the book of Psalms. It's a restorative book. You will feel distant, but don't feel fallen." I saw people who held on to some of those kicked people. They almost fell along with them. I heard, "Warn them, don't hold hands. Be careful of the company you keep." 1 Corinthians 13 and Psalm 139 also came to mind. I saw the word indolence. And I heard, "You are weak because you've not learned to help others." Psalm 119 verse 101 also came to mind. "I have restrained my feet from every evil way, that I may keep your word." The 19th of May, 2023. Brother MP. Copyright, GamWatch.